Video. This is going to be we're going to be doing part 21 of What is Civilization Started Over. In the last video, in the very long video, very long part 20, I didn't intend to record for that long. I'm not sure, I haven't edited it yet. I haven't even edited part 18 at the time of this recording. But I just love recording Wixo videos to where I record more than I encourage myself to edit. But today we are getting a special request from a very frequent collaborator of mine, a very good friend of mine, BMR Goated. His channel is in the top right corner right now as a low card thing, or at the end of this video, his channel will also be at the end of this video. That's basically what I'm trying to say. There are 4 main things I'm going to be hitting this video, and yeah, let's start off by saying airplanes have now been discovered, and we are entering the era of war. Yes, it's not that great of an era for people. It basically kind of started last episode whenever the revolts happened in the America and the American country and the British country, which is why you see all these colors appear. So before watching this video, this shorter video, go watch the hour-long video. You could put it on 1.5 speed for all I care, as long as you watch it and get a sense of what's happening. And before you watch that one, watch part 19 and then 18. But before you watch 19, just the Wixo playlist will be at the end of this video, just like every other Wixo video. So, also, let me know what Wixo countries I should bring into the real world. If you want the Russian country, let me know. If you want the Chinese country, let me know. If you want the Japanese country, that'd just be Japanese. That'd just be Japan. If you want the Spanish country, or whatever country you want me to put into the real world. I've already done it with the South African country, the American country, and the Mesopotamian country. I think the Turkish country, but if that's not out, then forget I said that. But yeah, but those are all based on part 10. I'm pretty sure. No, are those based on part 10 or part? I think they're based on part 10. All of them are based on part 10 or part 14 or whatever. Whenever the last one was. But there's a lot of changes that have happened. And we're also going to see a huge discovery that I will not tell you until we're halfway through this video. And we're already probably after editing 2 to 3 minutes into this video already, so let me stop talking and do something. So there are 3 main, like I said, there are 4 main things I would like to go over in this video, and airplanes being discovered was one of them. Because, I mean, what's a era of war if you can't fight over air? So, the airplane discovery has happened. We've discovered airplanes. We are testing them. We're doing flight tests and everything. We also did a worldwide ranking last video, if you want to go see that. I'm also going to start doing economic rankings about every 2 or 3 videos. I'm going to do an economic ranking if I want to. I might just feel like I don't want to, but there's also another thing that I will wait until I'm maybe for another 7 minutes before I tell you what happens. But one thing that was not going to be a key part is we're going to have these 2 countries right here go to war with each other. They both revolted from the American country. And actually, before I do that, I need to give every country a capital that I didn't give a capital to. Like this one is going to be right here. This one is going to be right here. Not very good placement next to a country, but that's besides the point. This one's going to be right here. This one right here. This one right here. This one. I think it may be right here. And I think maybe right here. No, that blends too much in with the... So right there. And this one right here is going to be in Iceland. Because I could care less. But I think that's it. Because I think it was only in North America where all the revolts happened. And if you're wondering about this, this is part of Spain. So that's cool. But now that I've done that, let's have these two countries go to war. I can't remember what I named it. I'm going to call it the Oregon country, because before it was an American state. The Oregon Territory was basically consist of like this area here, and it was, well, it was actually a littler area than that. It was like this. I still went as far out as I shouldn't have. But we're going to see the California country declare war on the Oregon country. And this is going to cause a lot of things to start up in North America, like people turning... Hold on, I gotta sneeze, so I'm gonna have to cut this part out. But like I was saying, after I sneezed, there is going to like spark rivalries in North America. Which, I mean, not like there isn't already rivalries, because all these countries kind of revolted from two countries. It's kind of crazy. It's basically Mexico at this point. Except it doesn't go all the way down to here like Mexico normally does. But it's very striking similarities. Hold on, I'm having to get a breather for some reason. I've barely been talking. Well, I don't know why I said I've barely been talking. That's the only thing I've been doing in this video. Talking and sneezing. But we're going to see these two countries up here also join in on this war, with the Alaskan country getting this part right here, all the way up until, let's say about right here. And what they do is they make a straight line. Because I wanted it to be that way. Because I like to be different. It's not different at all, actually. It's very, very common. But that's besides the point. They start to invade the... What's this one? The Canadian country? I think I legitimately called that one the Canadian country. So the Canadian country is going to start their invasion into the Oregon country, and they make it to the coast, which is... Oh, no. Okay. There we go. They get to about right here, yeah, before stopping. This country uses boats, goes around here, storms the capital. Huh, sounds like America. And yeah, they take over their capital, and it's now theirs. Except that they didn't... The Canadian country was like, okay, we helped you, can we get a little bit more land? And they agreed for some reason. Yeah, right here. And they let them take all that for no reason. But yeah, look at that. I like to be weird. That's the only part that I didn't want to be straight. But yeah, now we have this country moving their just implied capital over here to this part, but their capital is not that big. Just right there. But yeah, that's nothing I wanted to do that was not a key part. Which this over here was not really a key part. So I still have 3 things I want to do, which one of them takes up your time and one of them doesn't. So we did a military ranking in the last video. Of course, we did a worldwide military ranking, which was really cool. And the second strongest country is the Turkish country. But whenever you're the second strongest country, you gotta do very important things. And they discover something that will greatly impact this era. Because without this era would basically be very boring. No, it actually would make it more boring. So, the Turkish country and the Russian country are very good allies. And up here, it's basically like nothing up in this area up here. It's legitimately like I think it's like covered in basalt from like something. I don't remember what it was, but they're two. What I'm trying to say is they are very close friends. They're very close allies. They trade with each other. I used to do trade routes. I might do trade routes in part 30. Yep, you heard me right. Part 30. I'm also gonna try and do part 20, like every 5 parts. It's a little bit longer. Like I'm gonna make it to where a normal video is like I record for 20 minutes on a 20-minute timer. Like say like this one 20, and then 22, 20. I mean this one 21, then 22, 23, 24. They're all gonna be on 20-minute timers. Maybe 21 minutes if I have more stuff I want to talk about. And then 25 is gonna be on a 30-minute timer, and then it will be back down to 25-minute timers, up until 30, which will be either an hour or an hour 10 minutes, an hour 20 minutes, however long I want to make it, depending on how much ideas I have. But yeah, we have a huge discovery. So, the Turkish country, they found uranium. I think like uranium-236, I think is the one that's the one for nuclear weapons. But either way, I basically said what they found. They found out nuclear weapons. They are very advanced. This is like they just found out how airplanes work, and in the same part they found nuclear weapons. Now, you can either hate me for this or not. It wasn't my idea, so if you're gonna hate on the idea, go hate on BMR Goated. His channel will still be at the end of this video. So yeah, a very good friend of mine, a very good collaborator, very good content creation partner. But they discover nuclear weapons, and they don't tell anybody. Like, they only tell one person, and that is the Russian country. And the Russian country says that they asked the Russian country, can we use your country for nuclear weapon tests? Because we need to test how this works. They say yeah. And what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to use this color right here, which is probably a very striking color to that. It's darker than that, and there's no other green like that. So perfect. Okay. Well, this is going to be pretty simple. They're going to launch a nuclear bomb up here in the north. Actually, they're going to launch 3 of different amounts of uranium. Their first one they try, it's very little, barely does any damage. Their next one they try is a lot bigger, does a lot of damage. And the third one they try does a little bit less damage. So they realized that the second one they tested did the most amount of damage. So what they do is they start making this stuff. and don't tell anybody except for the Russian country. Which they're not going to use it unless they're in a very bad predicament. So, and if a very strong country, turns on their back or goes to war with them, they will use it if they are in a situation to where there's multiple countries going after them. They want to have like maybe 10 nukes to be able to launch if there's 5 countries invading them, they want to launch maybe 2 at each country's capital. But they need to figure out how to launch them. So that's going to be a couple parts from now before they figure it all out. Right now they got bigger, they have bigger plans, being that they want land. And I can't remember what I said their relations with with this next country that they're about to go to war with. I can't remember what I said their relations are with this country. Good or bad, I can't remember which one I said. But right now, they are not good friends with them. So take back whatever I said. If I said they were good, take it back. If I said they were good friends, take it back. It's not the Spanish country. We all know that they're not good friends. We all know that this Arabian country is good friends with them. The Russian country, best friends with them. And the Indian country, they're not good friends with at all. The Germanic country, I'm pretty sure I said that they were friends with. I'm pretty sure. Take it back. They're declaring war on them. Near the Alps. But that's just to get more access to the, Italian peninsula. But they realize that we could just keep getting more land and take over their country. We're literally the second strongest country in the world. The strongest country doesn't even border us. It's like 2 countries away. It's actually 1, 2. It is 2 countries away. It's 2 countries away, so what's the big deal? The Germanic country is crap, it's too small. Is the 7th strongest country, which means they will probably be able to retaliate pretty well if they weren't getting aid from the Russian country over here, who will also take over some of the Baltic region. Hold on. Okay, no, I was just tweaking. Never mind. But they take over some of this region. Some, as in a lot of this region. Because they basically take over the entirety of this region. And I just said this region a lot. And that, at that time, I guess you could say. But now, since the Turkish country declared war on them, and the Russian country are also declared war on them, the Spanish country is going to join in, because why not? Land is land, and whenever you're in Europe, nobody cares what side you're on. Just ask the Italians in World War freaking II. But then that catches the eye of another person. The Brits. They take over this bit. Yeah. Take over a good bit over here. You might hear me talking like it's weird or something. Just wait. The Turkish country is quick to stop any Spanish advances into Europe, into the Germanic country. Why did I say it like that? Into any more advances into invading the Germanic country, and they also try to stop British advances into the Germanic country. After all this, the Russian country gets down to here, and the Turkish country blocks the British country from advancing. The Turkish country is doing a lot. Like, I mean, a lot. And instead of, fighting back, the Germanic country just surrenders to the Turkish country. And the Turkish country also removes the British out of Europe and declares war on them. The Turkish country, formerly known as the second strongest country, is now the strongest country in the world. This is the strongest country, like I just said, just surpassing the South African country. But since the South African country hasn't been going to war or hasn't been upgrading their military budget or anything like that, anything along the lines of any of that, they haven't been really growing in military, while the Turkish country has been growing since Part 14. They take over, well, they just basically take over England. And they forgot a little bit of it, I'm pretty sure. England and Wales. And then they advance themselves through boat over here, take over their capital, and the real fall of the British is here, in the part after Part 20. But before things get too crazy, I should probably end the video here. After a purchase of land. While they are out here, they are the strongest country and the richest country. So what's better to do than buy some land? And this time, this is not going to be little bits of land. This is a large chunk of land that they will be paying $23.7 million for. And it will be everything beyond that point. They just purchased that from their fellow friend, and in exchange, they allow them to basically do nothing. Yeah, they don't really give them anything to work with, so yeah. But look at the size of the Turkish country. It is growing, and they decide, let's just, take over the entirety of the Suez Canal and the Sinai Peninsula. So they are looking like an Ottoman Empire, which is kind of crazy since they are the Turkish country. But I've got to all my key points in this video. Let me erase all the stuff that I said was the key points of this video. But yeah, like I said, I've gotten to all my key points in this video. They secretly take a little bit of land without declaring war on the Spanish. They don't even notice. But that's where I'm going to end it. The Turkish country is booming. They have main character energy. And next video, there's something even bigger that's going to happen. So, yeah, this is the end of the video. If you did enjoy watching, please like and subscribe. Also, I just recently hit, let's see, I think it was 1.78, 1,780 subscribers, so I greatly appreciate it if you could subscribe. We're 20 subscribers away from being 100, we're 220 subscribers away from getting 2,000, which is totally feasible because I've gotten 120 or 130 subscribers in the past 28 days, which is mind-blowing. I'm really happy, but it's late. It's almost a Monday, and approximately an hour and 30 minutes, actually exactly an hour and 30 minutes, it will be a Monday. I record these so late, I probably need to go to bed, but I'm going to record part 22 as well, so yay. But yeah, on screen now you can see the Wixo series, my channel, BMR Goated's channel, and a video YouTube thinks is best for you. Go subscribe to BMR Goated, like I said, and please, I'd really appreciate it, and God bless.